Hey guys, welcome to math. Alright, as you can see, we are going to be talking about learning how to add bigger numbers in math. We've already covered all the ways that we can add one-digit numbers or small numbers. We just went back over all those yesterday. But we need to learn how to add some bigger numbers today so that we can get even smarter. Alright, so as you can see, all of these have a 10 in them, because we talked about how important 10 was in math, and if we can add 10 really fast, it can make things easier for us. So let's just try this really fast just to see how well we remember how to add 10. So 10 plus 4. Yeah, 10 plus 4 is 14. Whoops, I'm sorry. 10 plus 4 is 14. Yeah. Alright, what about 5 plus 10? Yeah, 15. What about 10 plus 8? Yeah, 18. What about 7 plus 10? Yeah, 17. What about 10 plus 3? Yeah, 13. There you go. What about 2 plus 10? Yeah, 12. Very good. Alright, so I know that you guys, we've talked about adding 10 before, and we've talked about how easy it is. It's almost like when you have 10, since it has a 0, when numbers have zeros in them, that makes them easier. And when we add 10, it's almost like we replace the 0 with the other number. See, like we replaced the 0 with a 4 and made it 14. Down here, we replaced the 0 with a 3 and made it 13. See? Yeah, and we replaced the 0 with a 2 and made 12. That's kind of why adding 10 is so much faster and so much easier. Let's look at these numbers. Now, I know these numbers aren't 10, but they are numbers you say when you count by tens. See? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, there's no 60, but there's 70, there's no 80, there's a 90. These are all numbers you say when you count by tens. They're kind of like tens because they are just adding 10 each time. It's counting by tens. So they're still what we call a 10 number. It's still what we would call a 10 number because they are numbers that we say when we count by tens. They are going to be just as easy as when we counted by tens over here and when we added by tens over here. Look at 20 plus 5. We're going to do kind of the same thing we did if it was a 10 because it has a 0. We can replace that 0 with the 5 and we make 20 plus 5 be, yeah, 25. What about 50 plus 2? Yeah, that's 52. Very good. What about 2 plus 70? Yeah, 72. You just kind of take that 0 and replace it with the number. What about 40 plus 4? Yeah, 44. Very good. What about 90 plus 8? Yeah, 98. You guys are catching on. What about 6 plus 30? Yeah, 36. Very good. Very good. So you guys have kind of caught on what's so great about numbers that have zeros, or 10 numbers. We call them 10 numbers, remember, because they're the numbers we say when we count by 10. Do you think if we could make all the numbers have a 0, that it would make it really easy to add? It would, wouldn't it? If all of the numbers, whoops, if all of the numbers could end up with a 0, look how fast we would be able to add them all. Do you guys know that there's a way to turn all numbers and make them have a 0? To change them? Well, there is. And that's what we're going to learn today. We're going to do the kind of the make a 10 strategy with bigger numbers. Except we're going to call it a make a 10 number strategy because it's not really making a 10 because all of these numbers, of course, are more than 10. They're numbers that we say when we count by tens. They're a 10 number. So we're going to do the make a 10 strategy just with bigger numbers. And it's going to be really easy because they're all going to have a 0. And we just practiced how easy it was when we have a 0. this one, and we're just going to practice the make a 10 strategies just so we remember how we did that make a 10 strategy. Remember, when you had a make a 10 strategy, you find the largest number, which of course is the 7, and you're going to make it a 10. You're going to turn it, you're going to turn it into a 10. So to turn this into a 10, I know that I need 3 more, because 7, 8, 9, 10, you need 3 more. And how I turn this into a 10, how I get the 3 more, is, remember, you come over here to the other number and you kind of split it up. And you're going to take 3 from him, put it with the 7, and now you've got a 10. That's why we call it a make a 10, because we made a 10. But if I took 3 away from the 5 to make him a 10, then I'd only have 2 left, right? Because 5 take away 3 is 2. But this makes it easy, because now I've got a 10. And I know that 10 plus the 2 I have left over is 12. So that's why this strategy works so good, because you can make a 10 and it's got a 0, and that makes it easy. So let's try that with some bigger numbers. On this one we have 37 plus 8. Now, same strategy as the make a 10. I've got to find the largest number. Yep, right here it is. And I want to make it a 10 number. I can't make it a 10 because it's already bigger than 10, but I can make it a 10 number. So when I count by tens, I say 10. It's already bigger than 10. 20. It's bigger than 20. 30. Yeah, it's even bigger than 30 because it's 37. What about 40? Oh, it's not bigger than 40. So 40 would be the next one that it's close to. So I'm going to turn 37 into 40. And if I'm going to turn 37 into 40, I need to know how many I'm going to have to go get from Mr. 8. I kind of go borrow them from him, and he gives them to me and turns me into a 40. But how many am I going to need? Yeah, you're going to need 3, because 37, 38, 39, 40. You need 3 more. Plus, if you remember, the number 7 just needs 3 more to get to a 10. So it's the same thing. It also needs 3 more to get to the 40, which is a 10 number. So if I have 37 and I get 3 from Mr. 8, now he's a 40. But if I got 3 from Mr. 8, now I just have 5 left, right? Because 8, take away the 3 I gave to him, would just leave me 5. But now this is really easy, because now I have a 10 number. And I think to myself, 40 plus 5 makes what? 40 plus 5. What would 40 plus 5 be? Yeah, 45. And that was really fast for us to figure out, since it has a 10 number with a 0. It makes it easy. All right, let's try this one. So 28 plus 6. Now I know 28 is the big number, and I'm going to turn it into a 10 number. I can't turn it into 10 because it's already bigger than 10, but I can turn it into a 10 number. So 10, 20, it's already bigger than 20, 10, 20, 30. Oh, I'm going to turn it into 30, because that would be the next 10 number that it's close to. But I need to know how many more does 28 need so that I can turn it into 30. And I can think about the number 8 to help me with that. I can think, well, how many does 8 need to turn into a 10? 8, 9, 10. It needs 2, and so does 28. Because 28, 29, 30. I need 2 more. So I'm going to take 2 from the 6, remember. And now I've turned him into a 30. I had 28, I took 2, now he's a 30. But if I took 2, then he's not a 6 anymore. He would be a 4. Yeah, because if I take 2 away from 6, I'd only have 4. And then I have a 10 number with a 0. So it's easy to do. I can think 30 plus 4. 30 plus 4 is, yeah, 34. There you go. You guys are catching on. Let's try this one. 18 plus 7. We know 18 is the big number, and I'm going to turn it into a 10 number. I can't turn it into 10 because it's already bigger than 10. But could I turn it into 10, 20? Yeah, this one's not bigger than 20, so I could turn this one into 20. But if I'm 18, how many more do I need to turn it into 20? Yeah, 2. So I've got to take 2 from him because 18, 19, 20. I just need 2. Now he's a 20. But if I took 2 from Mr. 7 to turn him into 20, how many do I have left? Yeah, I'd only have 5 left. And then I've got a 10 number with a 0. That makes it easy. And I've got to think, okay, 20 plus 5. 20 plus 5 would be 25. There you go. See, this is pretty easy. All right, now that we have kind of practiced this strategy, I'm going to let you join me in a live class now. And I want to go back over this again and just make sure you guys are really good at it, okay? So, all right, I will see you in just a minute for our live class. And we're going to work on this make a 10 strategy with these bigger numbers, okay? Okay. See you guys in a little bit. Bye.